This wasn't entirely surprising. Over the past few weeks, Candy has been acting strange, guarding her phone, taking calls in other rooms, and being vague about plans. A week ago, I saw a text from Chad pop up on her phone during her shower. Looking forward to tonight. Hey gang, and welcome back to the hallowed halls of Magic's monologue. Magic here, your curator of personal growth and the sage keeper of the keys to today's tome of wisdom and knowledge. Today, a Dear Magic video. I discovered my fiancé's betrayal days before the wedding. Let's begin the journey. He writes, Dear Magic, I came across your channel a few months ago and I've enjoyed them. Because of them, I recognize the situation I found myself in and what I needed to do. I'm supposed to get married in 30 days, but what I've discovered has hit me pretty hard. I also realized had I followed the advice in your videos, I could have caught this sooner. Yeah, I know, slap to the back of the head. Anyway, I desperately need advice, so here's my situation. 3 nights ago, Mike called me at home. He was at a bar and saw my fiancée, 28 female, let's call her Candy, with her ex-boyfriend. I'll call him Chad. She claimed she was meeting her maid of honor, Jenny, to work on wedding details. Mike sent me a photo of them sitting close in a bar, her hand on his arm, laughing intimately. Their body language screamed more than friendship. Now, I should point out, if you are a viewer of my videos, she shouldn't be friends with an ex, just as you probably shouldn't be friends with your exes either. It just opens the door for some major issues most of the time. This wasn't entirely surprising. Over the past few weeks, Candy been acting strange, guarding her phone, taking calls in other rooms, and being vague about plans. A week ago, I saw a text from Chad pop up on her phone during her shower. Looking forward to tonight. When confronted, as you have said, collect evidence, bide your time, I wasn't thinking. As you probably will guess, she brushed it off, saying he was just going through some stuff and she was just checking in with him. After Mike's call, I needed more proof. I did something I never thought I'd do. I started checking everything. I found that our shared iPad she'd forgotten to sign out of one of her apps. Her messages with Chad were right there. They weren't explicitly sexual, but clearly not the stuff a woman in a relationship and about to be married should be doing. She said stuff like, miss your smile, can't wait to see you again, and remember that night at the lake. No, that's not incriminating, not at all. When I checked her email, when it comes to a lot of things, she's not as smart as she thinks she is, I found hotel reservations for afternoon meetups that matched the days she was wedding planning with Jenny. Well, obviously, she was planning something else. After I calmed down, I said to myself, okay, dumbass, what would magic do? Well, dude, I'm flattered. I got online and read some reviews, and I express ordered a GPS tracker and some hidden cameras for the house. I installed the tracker on her car. It's registered in my name, but I made sure the loan was in her name. Thank you for that idea, by the way. It was in one of your past videos. Over 3 days, she went to the motel twice, when she was supposedly at wedding appointments. Each time, Chad's distinctive red Mustang was in the parking lot. Really? He drives a red Mustang? Damn, talk about a stereotype. I took photos of both cars while they were there. Another confirmation came through Jenny herself, though she didn't realize it. When Candy claimed to be planning the wedding with her last Thursday, I casually texted Jenny asking if she could check on the flower arrangements while they were together. Jenny replied, confused, saying she was at work and hadn't seen Cindy in days. I screenshotted that conversation, then told her, sorry, my bad, I was confused and to forget about it. When Candy said she was meeting Jenny again, I called Mike, and he had a female friend go to the bar. They were there, and she got a video of Chad whispering in her ear, his hand on her thigh under the table. They shared a sloppy kiss when they thought nobody was looking. All right, yeah, I'll hold my thoughts to the end. She was able to record a short video and photos and send it to me. When she followed them to the hotel, she videotaped them going into the room together. When Candy came home, she lied effortlessly about being with Jenny, giving elaborate details about non-existent wedding plans. I casually asked her when was the last time she saw Chad, and she lied again, and she said she had talked to him last week. And for me, don't be so insecure. She rushed off to the bedroom, and I soon heard the shower. Here's my situation. We have a $20,000 church wedding planned in 30 days. Everything's paid for, non-refundable. Both families are excited, and her parents contributed to the cost. What the fuck am I supposed to do? How can I marry someone who's been living a double life? I feel so effing stupid. Obviously, I'm that guy, the one she settled for to provide a good life. I honestly believe that even with proof, she'll still lie to my face. Yeah, with this amount of premeditated duplicity, I would agree with that. I need advice. How do I handle this? Do I share what I know with our families, or do I just tell her it's over and cancel the wedding and move on? I know I can't marry her, and as you say, once a cheater, always a cheater, and this B's level of disrespect is epic. So no need to give me a slap to the back of the head on that one. I need to know what you would do. Ryan. All right. First, respect for having the awareness to gather evidence instead of just swallowing her lies. Too many men ignore the red flags until it's too late. Let's break down some cold hard facts. Candy has shown you who she is. Believe her. She's meeting her ex at hotels during your engagement. She's lying to your face without hesitation. She's gaslighting you. She's maintaining the good girl facade while having a double life. Here's what you need to understand. This is not about Chad. If it wasn't him, it would be somebody else. This is about Candy's character and her fundamental lack of respect for you. She's not confused or making mistakes. She's making calculated decisions to deceive you while keeping you as her stable, cucked provider. If I had to guess, you make good money and can offer her a level of lifestyle she can't provide on her own. I make this assumption because she's 28 and, oh look, here comes the wall and she's got to get a ring on her finger. Screw the cost of the wedding. I'm glad you're not a resident of the kingdom of Simperstand and too effing weak and stupid to believe you can save this. Be thankful you don't have kids yet, and chances are it wouldn't have been yours anyway, but Chad's. Since you are a regular viewer of my channel, you know how that would have turned out, and the level of contempt you would have endured as she punished you for being weak and clueless. A lot of people are going to lose money over this wedding. However, think of it as the price of dodging a bullet. What's cheaper? Wedding costs or losing half your assets and paying alimony and child support later? Because that's where this is headed. If it was me, I'm not so arrogant to think that this couldn't happen to me. By the way, you didn't tell me how long you guys dated before you decided to live together. And I have a suspicion that if you did tell me, I'd be giving you a slap to the back of the head. Anyways, if it was me, I'd be going full scorched earth. I don't just burn bridges, I burn them. Then, when the fire's out, I call in an airstrike and blow it up. You asked me. So here's my battle plan. 1, document everything. Back up all evidence to multiple locations. 2, consult a lawyer quietly about any shared assets or financial entanglements. And if she is not on the lease, do you have to legally serve her with an eviction notice? Some jurisdictions you have to find out. If you have any joint accounts, transfer the money out only what you're entitled to. 3, don't confront her again. She's shown she'll just lie and manipulate. 4, if possible, cancel any wedding vendors you paid for ASAP. Some might give partial refunds if you explain the situation. 5, tell only your most trusted family first. Show them the evidence and get their support lined up. Be careful. Moms want grandkids, and she might take it upon herself to call her mom, and they will try and save the situation. 6, if you can, legally get ready to change the locks. 7, if you are really brave, I would do this. Schedule a dinner or a gathering with her family and your family and as many friends who can attend, and let them know you'll be making a special announcement. Take all the evidence, print it out, make several distribution packets to hand out at the dinner, and package it to be sent electronically for all the people who weren't there. 8, change all your passwords. Doesn't matter if you think she knows it or not. Suspend or put on private your social media, and you might want to let your boss know she is not welcome at your job and why. Basically, you need to lock down your life. 9, once everyone arrives somewhere, not your place, take her hand, pull off the ring, and drop the bomb, either before or after the food, that the wedding is off because Candy is cheating with Chad. Now, she'll deny it, or she'll say, "Can we talk in private?" And that is when you hit the button for the mass email and drop the packets on the table for everyone to view. I would then turn to her and say, "Don't bother coming home. There'll be no reconciliation. Don't ask, it won't happen." And then walk away while she's too shocked to think. Go home, change the locks if you can, pack some of her stuff, and leave her suitcases outside. Personally, if you can, change your phone number and get out of Dodge for a week. If not, well, either way, have lots of hidden cameras inside and out and personal recording devices on you at all times, because sooner or later you will be ambushed. And you might want those moments and encounters recorded because it may be enough to get a restraining order on her and possibly her family. Of course, if you're a real prick and the car insurance is in your name, cancel it. Regardless, expect
emotional damage
and the fallout no matter how you go about this, including a visit from her parents. See them, don't see them, it doesn't matter. You'll be the bad guy regardless. This is why you gave out the packets and sent the mass email, to control the narrative, making it impossible for her to lie about her cheating. And trust me, she'll find something to lie about and victimize herself anyways. Any friends you have got who gives you grief about, overreacting, they're not the ones who'd be legally binding themselves to a proven liar and cheater. Stand your ground. Get rid of them. I shouldn't need to say it, but go no contact. No last meetings. No, but we need closure. Nada. If she comes to collect her stuff, have people there to run interference so she can't force the issue. Of course, I call my local police department sheriff's office and find out how much it costs to rent an off-duty police officer and have them there at that scheduled time. That kind of takes the wind out of a lot of sails. As for you, my brother, hit the gym. Channel the stress into self-improvement. Take up some kind of combat sport and become one hell of a badass. Focus on your purpose and career. Rebuild your social circles, and this time with quality people. Take the time to learn from this. There were probably early red flags you missed. And if you need to, find a male therapist and explore what is it in you that you were attracted to a cheater. 5. When you do date again, watch actions, not her words. You've already shown strength by investigating and facing the truth. Now show wisdom by acting on it. 10 years from now, you'll look back on this moment and either it'll be the best decision you either made or your biggest regret. So choose wisely. Oh, one last thing. She's not yours. It was just your turn, and you ended it before it became legally binding. In the comments section below, give your advice, share your thoughts, gentlemen. Also, please take a second to tell me where on the planet you're watching this from, and let's fire up the algorithm. If you found value in this video, then help a brother out by doing 3 things. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe, hit that bell, and share this with at least 3 friends who need to learn from this channel. Confession is good for the soul and this channel. So send me your personal relationship stories to share, or if you see an article online you think I should cover, send the link to stories@magicsmonologue.com. If you have a moment, subscribe to my Locals, Rumble, X, Getter, or Gab for future politically incorrect content, which this platform would definitely not appreciate. Through this, you're leading by example, encouraging other men to rise higher, and ensuring you live a life of passion, purpose, and prosperity. If you're on YouTube and want another video like this one, then click here to watch Cousin's Betrayal, Wedding Invite Turns into Marriage-Destroying Nightmare. Otherwise, if you can't wait for my next new video, then click on one of these right now and watch another. Know the risks, play the game wisely, and I'll see you in the winner's circle.